think I've accidentally created a fuck you flywheel, which I guess on the surface sounds incredibly lucrative. But it's not. It's actually generated like $0 and 9 existential questions. I started all of this talking about fuck you attitude without fucking money. Simple enough, or so I thought. Except apparently attitude isn't enough. Because if you can't afford the consequences of saying fuck you, can you ever say fuck you? So then we got into power, and then leverage, and then somehow power morphed into options. And I'll be honest, that one felt kind of promising for about 30 seconds, because that's about the time I realized that some of my options came from being chosen. And some, they came from privilege. And apparently, some of it just comes from standing close to somebody else's power. And then I magically ended up on a plane. And somehow, I know less about power than when I started. Excellent. Very productive use of my time. And frankly, I'm getting a little tired about talking about power. So I'm going to put it down. And not because I figured it out clearly. Because apparently, this is like kind of how my brain works. I pull one thread, it gets tangled with another. And then that one gets tangled into something else. And eventually, the fuck you flywheel. Because life doesn't seem to really work in the confines of know your worth, set your boundaries, choose yourself. And boom, you're fucking thriving. That's a fucking meme. Because I think I figured one thing out, then I live a little longer, something happens, and suddenly my brain says, wait, but what about do 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 do? Every answer creates another question. Every option comes with a constraint. Every privilege works in some rooms, but not others. And every bit of power seems to depend on something else. And every time I think, oh my God, there, I got it. Life goes, oh, that's cute. That's adorable. And the ridiculous thing, do you remember how all this started? I saw a headline of a YouTube video that I didn't even watch when the headline just says, why won't the aging elite retire? So I'm going to get off the flywheel for a while. And not because I figured it out, obviously. I'm just going to put power back in the box. And let's unpack something else. And actually, why don't you give me some material? I always like think somebody actually says like it's an absolute truth. And you've always thought, yeah, but is it? So put it in the comments. And at some point, let's unpack that.